Hello! Getting everything set up? Give me half a moment while I do that. If you're here early, just know that you're here to listen in silence, get your coffee, get you set up and all that jazz. We're not doing anything yet. We're doing all the setup stuff. And then hopefully we can run an ad on Twitch. That way people don't have to actually see an ad. And then I'll announce that I'm live. Game Devin. And then I don't remember what the name of that. Guilty Gear Overture. And today is the 24th. There we are. Ad starts in 45 seconds. Run the 3-minute ad now, and now we can start tweeting out that we're live. Come up here, Apple Babble. Yeah. Yeah. You're okay, baby girl. Come on upstairs. She's confused. You know what just occurred to me? Markiplier's name is just his name plus a plier on the end. Try doing that to your name. Does it work? Or why does it work for Markiplier but not for other people? James Apire. Diana Apire. Colin Apire. The fuck? Your category, sire, thank you. And then need to add discords. At everyone live. At everyone live. And in general, at everyone live. I'm not sure if people still want me to let them know. And I'm live on the Game Jam Discord, but just in case, I'm doing it everywhere. Welcome. Looks like there's a new bounty. What is it? That I actually might be interested in. Anyway, welcome by. I did some work on some shader stuff. I'm still not happy with the way that the river looks. And then we haven't actually hit go on it. I couldn't find the coffee this morning. If you watch on Twitter, you probably know. Oh fuck! I forgot to blue sky. You forgot to skeet. I need to skeet out real quick. Rev. Streaming game dev, then some Guilty Gear side game. Twitch.tv/Dean. Yeah, there we go. Now I knows who I'm talking about. Does she like being carried in it? She gets confused by that, but she doesn't mind it too much. We need to go to card UI. Can I read the commit thing that I wrote? Because I need some coffee in my system. Also, I forgot to take my medicine. I'm a mess this morning. Not like in a bad way, but like I was so tired this morning that I couldn't figure out where the bag of the coffee was, so I didn't think I was gonna get coffee this morning, so I had to like spend some time this morning, like, oh, there it is. It's up at the top. Gotta fix the player hand stuff, but I made it so that way the animations, yeah, not super helpful. Additionally, I don't think that's the comment from last time. It doesn't know where a player hand node is. How do we find nodes in Godot, nodes in scenes? So the thing is that, like, the issue is that constant one that we had earlier, which leads me to believe that we can find the answer to this. I put too much gel in my hair this morning. You're right. I do look like a 90s kid. So, like, I think we already did this once. I'm going to sip on some coffee for a minute. We did this once going the other way, because the cards weren't in existence yet when this was referenced. I would love it if these two groups of things knew what the fuck each other were. So we ended up not doing that. We ended up using whatchamacallit instead. Is YouTube with us? They are, yeah. Well, no, but I can read YouTube. Thing here is the function is in the same scene player hand is in. The other one is in a scene where it doesn't know anything about. Yeah. Well, more I'm talking about originally we had an issue where these were going into a hand, or we couldn't figure out how to address the cards that were being made, and a workaround was to use signals and to use an array to put them in. I don't think we can really do that here with what we've got going on in the card hand issue. Also, my throat is so scratchy, Jesus Christ. Yeah, those are different issues, and we can't use the, doesn't know where player hand is. So it appears, but it appears as a child to what? Like, but the problem is that this code itself doesn't know where player hand is. How do we tell it where player hand is? Yeah, exactly, Lepa. Now, if it's becoming a child of the other scene, which I think is what's happening, because when we instantiate, we're just instantiating here, just on... It's referencing null because it doesn't have a player hand right now. Right, yeah. Well, does that... That's only a problem if it tries to do it before it's loaded, which would be an issue. Travel to an alternate universe and discovered that that version of you is a sex worker without... What's the Communist Manifesto if not sex work? Do you mean a prostitute? All right, let's see if we can find node stuff. Yeah, it's not an issue of it loading. It's just like it doesn't exist. Hey, Plum Blossom, how you doing? So I might be on my regular YouTube and not. I don't want you to see cringe shit in the sidebar. Okay, no, it's just my regular cringe.
I've got a little Godot project from a past screencast episode where there's a player and they have a health bar. Press the space bar and their health decreases. In the scene tree, you'll see I've got a main node, which is a node 2D. I've got a color rect, which is a background color. I've got an icon, the health label, and the health bar.
Okay, yeah, I remember looking this one up, but yeah. Like, we did something very similar to this. Best way is to structure your scenes and codes so that you don't need to do this at all. But, well, okay, so consider this. Suck my nuts. Sometimes it's like that. In that case, but there still might be a case where you need to write a node path at all runtime. If you know the relative position of the tree beforehand, you can get the node directly. So player hand is the thing is that player hand is subservient to this, and I wish I could tell it that that's what we're trying, like. Because if I do alright, so you can do X. Well, it's landing at player hand is what it ends up being. So it'd be card play area, player hand, card UI. Actually, we can do one better. Yeah, they're going into player hand. Copy node path, and then if I'm just using this as a place to put stuff. Copy node path. And it's just a period. Player hand is its parent. Wouldn't get parent work in this case? Is that real? Like that? Okay. I'll take that. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Where is the code where it says sad? Wrong one. There. Okay. So we need to maybe just var player hand. Get underscore parent. Control, maybe? What do you? Okay. What about just get parent? Is that a thing? Get parent is a thing. Okay. Yeah, I bet you it is as easy as this. All right, so then, if I do this, is this going to be read as a variable? Player hand does the same thing as redirecting to player hand, so I don't have any problem naming it the same thing. This should work, I think. Nope, it's very not happy with... Oh, wait. That one actually might be fine, because that was where it didn't have a parent. Card played area, that's what I want to be messing with right now. No, okay, it's still not happy. Invalid key, graphics hand. But yeah, it still doesn't know where player's hand is. I'm gonna sip some more coffee. Hold on. I need to get some music going. Hey, someone actually got a win with Dread Mob. Playlist. Low. All right, there we go. Bringing that down just a bit. All right, we're gonna be here for a minute, so let's dig in. Let's try and figure out what the fuck we're doing. Yeah, so I mean, we can run it in remote mode and see that. So here's card play area, then we got player hand, and then we've got, here's where all the card UIs are. The first one gets named card UI, but after that, because they're copies of a thing, they get weird names. Maybe we need to static export graphics hand. Yeah, I mean, is that... Let me see where we've got that. That would be in here, near the top. Okay, so I don't quite understand what static is. Static would be a hand or a thing that doesn't change, right? An export, I think, just makes it so you can mess around with it in the sidebar. So unless if I'm confused on what those two things do, I don't... Well, here we got a static variable. It's just... It doesn't tell me. Static just publics the variable so other things can see it. All right, so that does sound like exactly what we want to do. And it doesn't sound like that should break anything with the original code either. Clicking still ends up being the problem. It still doesn't know where that is. Let me try something. That'll print the variable, right? Oh, yeah, this also needs to be commented out. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Here, check this shit. What are you trying to get Godot to do today? We're trying to get it so that way our card game works. The parent node that it's referencing is node 2D 32984. Like that. What the fuck is that? And all of them have a separate player node or different node that they reference? You did not static the correct variable. Okay, but yeah, did you see what happened with the parent thing though? Like that was weird too, right? Yeah, I didn't static the right one. Not the worst thing for static to be attached to. We'll just fix it though, because otherwise it'll be weird. Just don't do things that don't need to be done. Now I don't have it where it like connects up with that code anymore, but it does know what these are, and if you click on them, it tells you. It's just telling us something weird, and I'm kind of confused and concerned by it. Cyberboy, thank you for the sub. That was very cool of you. How's it going today? Was it static originally, or did I change that to be static? It looks like it's static anyway, so... My static graphics held. Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, no, I did that super wrong. All right. All right, yeah, let's check and see if this works. I have a feeling it won't, and the reason it won't is because, wait. We weren't messing with that one yet. A couple of these we're messing with. I think you were only, yeah, I don't think I was using 36 or anything. Sorry, thought I was getting a text from the wife, but it was the doctor. Just being like, you have an appointment coming up for a physical, and it's like, cool. I'm excited. All right, let's give this a go. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. We can't do it on that. Same crash? Yeah. Yeah, so here, hold on. Check what it's saying in the these are the ones that have like a whole bunch of comment marks. I don't class. I don't do classes. I am a classless programmer. I don't know how that works. Last time I had classes, I infinitely made copies of the game of itself inside every single card. And it scared me. But no, check this out. Look at the name of the node here. So this is so what this is trying to do is it currently is printing what get parent is, which should be player hand. I don't know why it's not. Apparently it's node 2D at 7 and then this collection of numbers, which is random every single time. And to me that says that when a card is added, it's giving a random name to player hand every time it's added here. Wait a minute. Where is graphics hand being stored? That's being stored in here? That's being stored in there. All right. Where are you spawning the cards? I mean, according to remote, right here in player's hand, that's the bit where I'm confused. Have you seen the thing about North Korean spies and IT? I have not. I know that they're having some issues with technology because of, you know, basically not being given access to their entire lives. They're having some issues trying to, Hey, Revenant, how you doing? The other thing is that all of these nodes have a separate unless if there's another card UI. Oh yeah, I should check that. But I'm not sure. So that's the thing is like node, whatever that is, I don't know what node it thinks that it's coming from. Like, that's the wild shit to me, is like, I have no idea what it thinks this node is. Like, what are you... Oh, I'm sorry. Each of these randomly named nodes is the cards, right? No, what it's saying is, so this is card UI is giving us its parent, and its parent is not player hand for some reason, but instead node 2D some numbers. If you check the L card here, it'll tell you that its parent is a completely unrelated thing. Like, what is that? This is Godot shit and I don't know it well enough. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. How are you printing the parent? So what I'm doing is I got tired of us not being able to get this to work, so I did the thing where we just print it out. We have the variable here that when you click on a card, it does the variable, and the variable is get parent. You can actually just get path. Okay, let's do get path instead. Do the same thing. Maybe that's what we need. Luckily for you, you have like 3 other people here who know how to use Godot. Huh. All right. I hate the node system. Yeah, understanding and getting around the node system has been one of the most difficult parts of this process so far. All right, so root card play area, player hand, node container. Can't. Yeah, and its parent looks like it's supposed to be player hand. Yeah. Hold up, I figured it out. Okay. I don't know why, but I think I figured out the answer. Okay, so this is weird, and yeah, it's running its perspective from the container. So it's saying that its parent is card UI, or whatever the fuck card UI gets named to when it's instantiated. We actually need to get the parent of its parent, its grandparent, which is... Can you get the parent of a parent? Yeah, it's 2 parents up rather than 1 because of the container situation. If I plug get path in, maybe that'll work. Well, no, because get path is going to be... Is it literally just get parent, get parent? Because I was like, can we remove the other bits? But it might be easier just to do this. Let's see if this works. All right, so yes, it works. I fucked something else up though. That's okay. That was the correct answer though. That is how you get parent. So now the rest of this is shit. But that's okay. So here is, as far as I can tell, what's happening. I'm going to play it for you again, and then I'm going to tell you. So right now, the code does this thing where it's supposed to try and create a copy of the card. No, it's not that it's taking the cards out, because the queen's still there. It's just... It's, the way we've got putting stuff into our hand is not right, or putting it into our, held state. Because we've got it right now where what it's doing is it goes, all right, here's your hand, right? And it goes, all right, so you want to pick up this, this ace here? Well, shit, now it's 2 aces, fuck you. And then they're over here stuck in a weird position, you know? And it's because every time we try and pick one up, what we wanted to happen is for it to make a clone, or it to take that and put it into the hand here. And then when we dropped it, it would just, instead of it, like, it would just like yeet back into, yeah. So, that whole system sucks ass and doesn't work is the long and short of it, which is fine because it's not crashing, which means that we can keep messing around until we find something that works. So, being that is the problem, it would be all of this text that's not good. Oh, maybe it's this, actually. Oh. This also needs player hand, so... Alright, now we can get rid of these comments. Because that is... we fixed it. We also haven't removed it from hand yet. Which is actually very relevant. I'm just gonna put a note because, like, trying to figure that out right now. Remove from info hand as well. Kind of wish we didn't have to have the info hand and the graphics hand, but I don't know how to make them work otherwise. Let's try doing so add card where? Graphics hand append add. So this all just looks like a different version of that. I could probably delete that. Does it actually matter? We're doing comparison from the card data. Well, it's not so much about the internal array of where the cards are in hand. It's more whether or not I pick one up and then remove it from my hand. But then the information hand needs to make sure that it updates as well that that card is gone, else that it might start trying to get combos for cards that we no longer are holding in our hand. Because you have the ability to do abilities, for instance, like, instead of asking, hey, do you have a 2, you can use it to draw 2 cards instead, which, to be fair, is probably the correct answer, unless if you know they have a 2, but regardless, okay, so this is fine. I think this has to do with the way that left click works. 'Cause I think that these are actually okay. I think it's that it's doing it on click, not on hold. Does that make sense? Godot. Mouse button held. Okay. Variable mouse left down, bool false, function input. If the event is this seems like overly complex for what it should be. It's also from 4 years ago. Click or held? You can go into project settings to add a mouse button to input map. Okay. Since when a button is held down. Check for mouse button in, and this one was done in April. Are you talking? It's a very quiet child. I'm just going to tell you what he says. It literally, I can't get it loud enough. That's great, kid. Oh, oh. What's the schedule for the week? I am going to be streaming like every day this week. What specific games? I kind of ball. I do like having 2 hours of game dev at the beginning of stream. There's a couple things that I need to do that are not programming, namely to get the shader for the water to work correctly. I need to do I basically need to repaint the tree line with just a little bit more on the edges and stuff. How do I check if a mouse is being held down? I mean, it might actually not have like a... This might have to be something in the process thing. Lepa said something and it sounded like it was important. It's either check it in process constantly or toggle a flag based on collected events, and I don't think there's a super simpler solution. I kind of like the process one better because it seems like the code for that would make a lot more sense and be a lot better, honestly. I saw someone post like that exact code. I just didn't want to believe it was real. This one I think is the one that we need to edit around on. Okay, so and this goes into like process. Jesus. So does that mean that this whole left clicking thing on GUI event? Okay, hold on. All right, I think we can maybe... Okay, so so process is a way of having a constant ticking clock happening, and anything in the process code is something that constantly gets checked, right? Yeah, you'd want to around this thing rather than trying to throw another thing in there. I'm gonna paste it in here just for a sec. Variable left mouse is false. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one to have as a thing that we can do. If event button is pressed, process some change. All right, so we can put this in here. Yeah, I saw that Violent J endorsed Kamala Harris. I showed Tilda the snake, what was it, Snake Busters thing, and she thought it was adorable. Because it is. The second one's a little bit sad because it's like, oh, his daughter's going through that weird, I think PETA is good phase, but like, because I feel like that, we talked about it, I feel like every teenager group has one person who's weirdly into PETA for a bit. Because they're like, I love animals and I don't want them getting hurt. And it's like, well, PETA espouses that that's what they're about. And that's fucking cool, right? So then, like, you're about that. And then... it's not what they do. Invalid access to graphics hand. Wait, when did that happen? Oh, and then, I don't know, we're going somewhere from here. Each space indented and said, what in the fuck did you do? Why did you do it that way? A space character used instead of... What? Farther up you have spaces, right. Yeah, I would imagine that she's probably moved on from that, but we stopped watching it because it's like, okay, I don't really want to hear this one. But the first one where it's just like... Yeah, I mean, Snake Busters was like 6 years ago. So like, you don't treat it too seriously as far as that goes. And like... Yeah, there were only like 2 Snake Busters. The first one was good because it was just like... I love the energy that Silent J, or whatever the fuck his name is, Violent J. I fucking love the energy he has when taking care of his kid. Like, he's a good dad, and you could tell, you know? Like, if he's like that guy's a solid guy. I don't know what else he's done, but that dude at least takes good care of his kid, and I appreciate that to high heaven and back. Like, he's like super into his kid's life and is like, you're furry, cool, but we ain't getting you that shit furry stuff. Like, we're getting you good stuff, and if I'm gonna spend $400 or $700 or whatever, like, we're gonna get a good one. Magnets, how do they work? Yeah. Okay, so man might be a little dumb, but he's got a lot of love in his heart, and that's what's important. It's important to have a little bit of intelligence, though, so that way your kindness doesn't end up being stupid. There's an unfortunate thing where people believe you can either be kind or smart, and that is not true. Just like you, Rev. Thanks. Anyway, back to programming, a smart people thing that smart people do. How the fuck do magnets work? I think kindness without intelligence leads you to trying to put leeches on someone to get out the evil, like, demons or whatever. But intelligence without kindness leads to, like, I don't know. Usually, like, genocide / ethnic cleansing. It's like, well, it just makes efficient sense. We just murder everyone who's not efficient. And it's like, hey, maybe they have inherent value in of themselves. But without the kindness, it may not be worth the time to consider. So, kindness plus intelligence is necessary. You can be kind and genocidal. Yeah, you can be kind and genocidal, of course. Yeah. Go, hey, this group of people is a threat to my people. You're doing it wrong. According to his daughter, Eminem is good dad. According to which daughter? Eminem's daughter or Obama's daughter? For the greater good. Yeah. It was a little cringe to see, like, Obama do the lose it rap on stage, but Obama gets to be the millennial cool president who did war crimes that we don't talk about. Oh yeah, a lot of the people who are into eugenics and fascism would be the first people to go. But they think that they would be part of the ruling party, not part of the group of people that gets, like, killed. And that's the thing, is like, yeah. Anyway, we were working on this. So, in order for this to actually work, what do you not know about this? Expected indentation. Oh, this is like something has to happen. And of course it's space pass. Process float. Okay, there you are. Is that what you wanted? Yeah, slap a pass in there and call it good. All right, so I have a little bit of a question on the process function. Wasn't it originally process event? Can I do that? Oh, okay, it's happy with that. All right, so if left is down, we got another ad coming. Do I need more coffee? Me? Yeah. Took that long for me to think of yes or no, so probably yeah. Maybe like half a cup or something. The process takes an argument delta float. Okay, so swap the event dot button mask to left mouse down. Oh, maybe okay, so instead of it saying event here, button mask. What is... Oh, okay. Wait, what is index versus button mask? And not event pressed. You can say anything you want, but all it'll ever be is a float. So a float is a number that can have decimals, right? As opposed to an int that has to be like whole numbers. Meaning that it's not words. Which is what it seems like if you put event in there it would do. I have no idea what event is, but it seems like event will probably lead to a string of words. Input event mouse button. Now hold up, right here. What the fuck? I'm just gonna run it again. I don't quite understand how that would work. Cannot get parent on null value. Why is that a problem now? What do you mean now that's wrong? Where the fuck are we? Can't get. I mean, then just don't worry about this. What? Is it on ready? Do that? But it's a static. I guess it wasn't at on. Oh, right, because I did move this variable. Oh, nope. At on ready. I moved it because another piece of code that is in a different function needs that same thing, and then invalid call to pop front in base array node. Expected 0 arguments. Oh, because I don't think that add card actually exists. Yeah, we don't have add card. So that was probably not. That wasn't supposed to be commented out. No, you're still mad? Okay, why? Pop front takes no arguments. It doesn't. Okay, so if it doesn't take arguments, how does it know which card that I'm popping front? Also, I don't want to pop front. Yeah, wait, hold up. I don't actually want to pop. I don't think pop front is. It's the front one? Yeah, but we don't want it to front. Like, okay, so like if I click on the third card, I don't want it to take the first card out. If it's pop front, it's going to try and take the front one, right? It's the front element in the array. Right. And the array is the hand itself. So why would it have an argument on where exactly it would be? Wouldn't it be pop at instead? And maybe pop at position? If this knows what the fuck position is? Raylor, why are you speaking like a 1500s English peasant? So here's the deal. Raylor has, for some reason, figured out that I respond very well to when they say, sire, do such and such, or like just use old-timey English to get my attention. I don't know why the fuck that it works. Okay, so what if I move this shit to the beginning? I don't know either, my liege. I know. Yeah, I think it's like my brain is just like, what the fuck kind of message is that? And for some reason, I have to find out every time, and so it gets me. It's you're hacking. You're hacking. Member position not redefined. Hey, morning is shy. How you doing, my dude? No, position is not a Godot thing. Position is actually, we made that up. We made that up because we couldn't get to exactly where we needed. Guard sees that chatter. I need to come up with more, like... It's a funny blue color. Godot uses it. Whoop. No, it's not. Position is not a Godot thing because I literally, here it is being hard coded. There it is. Just call it something that isn't position. Oh, you mean there is a position in hand. In hand. Okay, all right. So then... Do you see the funny blue color? I know what you mean now. Yes. I don't remember how to move things. Is it control and arrow? Alt and arrow? There it is. Like, I know there's a way to do this. All right, cut. Yeah, I know you're super unhappy. Shut the fuck up. Okay, are we happy now? Oh, if we just throw an on ready. Okay, give it another go. I think we're still gonna have problems, but it shouldn't crash this time. Invalid access to property or key graphics hand in base object of type nil. Right, it doesn't exist yet. On ready that too. I think that it's like maybe I don't know. Checked for infinite stack overflow. Man, that's not good. Why now? I don't think we need this here. I think that maybe we can we just put this back? Like, do we have to? Like, it just needs to know about position in hand. Fuck it. Just throw it in there instead. All right, let's see if it crashes again. Okay. Hey, wrong guy, how you doing? Okay, so do I need to have like a node that's attached to my hand or something? Like attached to the mouse? I think I might actually have to have a node that's attached to the mouse that actually has the held. Like, I might need to make a new scene just for that. Are they freed at some point? That's the thing, is I don't think that they're actually going to a hand because I don't think that it knows where that hand is. Because it should, yeah, I want it to be tracking the hand, but I don't think it does. Because if we look at card UI, one of these actually does have a yeah, we don't actually have it where it follows. So there's that. Also going to delete that for the sake of things. Well, I don't think it's relevant on whether or not we're killing the children or not. It matters whether or not we're holding them before we kill them. Yeah, so what needs to happen is while I'm holding down the mouse, it should follow the cursor, right? So let's just see if we can find click and drag. Three years ago, 1 year ago. Drag and drop. Are you using copyrighted music? Please don't. All right. Okay, give me half a second. I'm gonna go ahead and let me do a 3-minute ad so I can heat up some coffee. I guess top off my water, and I'll be right back. Opinions on soup. We've started watching this woman that we call Soup Lady. Soup Lady makes very good soup. My wife is now very much about soup. Once it gets cold again, because it kind of went back up in heat. It's like closer to 80 today, which is stupid and wrong. I think if soup is not Campbell's soup, I might be able to enjoy it. But I feel like soup is always so, like, thin. It just feels like drinking shitty water. Or, like, my problem with soup is I feel like there is not a huge difference between soup and drinking water that you've put chicken bouillon into or something. I don't like the broth. I feel like 90% of soup is broth. And broth is just not enough for me. You know, I need things in it. That's why I like stew over soup. because stew is like soup, but it's got the liquid, but more importantly, for example, why the fuck is there chicken in your soup? Okay, so what kind of soup do you think of immediately when you think soup? Because when I think soup, I immediately think of like chicken or beef, but usually chicken noodle soup. That's like or you know, mushroom soup, tomato, veggies. Okay. Anyway, this soup woman is all her stuff is vegetarian, and like I get kind of a bad vibe eating meat sometimes, but burgers are tasty, so maybe we just don't eat it at home as often or something. And then when we go out to eat, like, because there's this really good Mexican place just down the way, and like, I'm not giving that place up. Are you kidding me? Like, that's my comfort food, you know? Like, well-made Mexican food is like, yes, fuck yeah, let's go. Anyway, give me a 3-minute ad, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to watch this, and it should be the answer to our problems. 3 minutes, get up, stretch, go do something that's not sitting in front of the computer so we don't actually get to see these ads. All right, 3 minutes, BRB. Jesus, that's loud. Taking a little bit longer than I thought to boil some water. I apologize. It'll take just a minute longer. Apologies. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the long ass wait there. Naming a game metaphor is peak. That is a choice. What is metaphor, and is it a gay furry game? Pingonizer, you are doing something awful. And by that I mean, it looks like you're doing JavaScript. I wouldn't recommend that. Huh. You need these 3 built-in control nodes. I think that actually this might be... I think this is it. Alright. Can drop data. Position data. Alright, so what is... So I need to look at the documentation then. Godot documentation. And then not that, it's for get drag data. Have you considered just reading the whole documentation manual? Man, fuck, no. Like, I mean, yeah, but like, again, that feels like reading the dictionary. A, that sounds boring. B, it doesn't sound useful. Like, I feel like I need to like come up with a reason that I need a thing. I know, I did that too, because I was a weird freak of a child. You were too, that's why you're here. 90% of chat was called an old soul when they were a child. I'm calling that shot. Yeah. Yeah, that just means you're a weird kid. Oh, you got the gifted kid treatment? Same. You got... Yeah, I got both, yeah. I mean, you know, being called an old soul was only a sometimes thing, and I thought it was such a huge compliment. And then I thought about, like, other people who have been called that, you know, said, oh yeah, when I was young, I was told I had an old soul, because I used to, you know, sit at a table and drink coffee with my parents or something, and it's like, you're fucking weird, man. I was called evil. Oh. Hi, Abby. Yeah. Right. I have a feeling that this is all we need, but that's at 55 seconds. Ah, okay. You do have the vibe of a 50-year-old and the knowledge of a 20-year-old. Abby is aware that she's a babby. Yeah. This video looks like an RPG system style drag and drop system. Yes, but I feel like that would be helpful for us. Amazon deleted 19... What the fuck? What? Literally 1984? Okay. Abby, do you want to be held? Is that what this is about? Yeah. Is that what you want? Abby, did you come here to get held? Did you come here to get pets? I think you did. What a good girl. You're like, I need pets. But you're not too graceful, and you're like, I don't want to try and jump up in your lap, and I need permission first. That's a very good girl. That's a very good girl. You will be rewarded with many pets and scritches for doing the correct thing that you wanted. She wanted pets, so she came and got them. It's a good girl right there. It's a smart girl. She needs to be invited. That's okay. Her brother does too. Maybe it's something about this chair, or the way that I sit or something, that causes cats to need to be invited, but... Alright, so I think that we can actually... Oh, we're done? Really? Why'd you get up then? Yeah? Yeah. What if I pick you up again? What if I pick you up again and start petting you again? What if I pet you? What if you're getting a pet train and you can't leave? Hey Pastel, how you doing? She's a good girl. Yeah. Well, she wants the attention, but she also gets like too much attention sometimes until she'll run away, and then she'll start screaming because she wanted more attention. Get drag data. Let's just look up what that does, and let's just keep this baby in our lap because this baby doesn't need to go anywhere. She's just locked in on this pet. I have heard about the web fishing thing, yeah. Hi. 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 Yeah. I'm actually weirdly excited to get back to more of that card game thing, because I really want to make packs of oh, what are you talking about? Well, you can't get up and complain. Yeah, no. You're being a baby. You're being silly. You're being so silly right now. No, if you're gonna be a silly baby who gets out of laps, you can play TCG Shop if you want. I want to play some of that game that I was given, but I want to see if I can get this to work today. Hi, Abby. We barely started the game. Yeah. That's what I realized is I was like, oh man, this is just another asset flip. And then I was like, well, hold up. Actually, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? It's been popular with furry streamers recently. Is that why you guys are recommending it? Because you guys watch furry streamers? Like, I could probably get a lot farther in life if I just was a furry, but I just don't. I don't feel a strong connection to that. Yeah, she's being a chatty catty. Oh, hold up. Helps if you spell it right. Expected an indentation block. What are you yapping about, Abby? What? Yeah. I know, baby girl, but I have to work. Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah. Come here. Baby pet train. Alright, here's the rules. After you jump down, I'm done petting you for a bit, okay? So don't jump down until you're done, okay? Do you understand? Yeah, okay. Good. Rah. Okay. Get drag data at position. So where is position? Yeah. All right. Godot calls this method to get data that can be dragged and dropped onto controls that expect data. Return null if there's no data to drop. Controls that want to receive drop data should implement can drop data at position to its local to this control. Drag may be forced with forced drag. Okay, so the drop zones need to be... I'm not furry or gay, I just like the vibe here. That's what you think. They'll get you eventually. Get drag data position. Yes. See? Look at how good lap time is. It's like all of the pets and cuddles that you could ever ask for. Yeah. You're a good girl. You don't need to go anywhere. If you went somewhere, it would be a problem. Can drop data. Calls to test if data from a control... I see. What is Are you done? No. We said once you were done, you were. Why'd you jump down then? I was giving you pets. You remember that bit? She does not remember that bit. Check position if it's relevant for you. Return type of data. All right, so hold up. Got it. Got it. Okay. Card UI. I just don't think you mean that, baby girl. Like, you say some stuff and it's like, girl, you can't say that. You can't say that. You're just too baby. I don't know how to explain it to you any better than that. You're just too baby. And, it's okay, but it's true. Yeah. It's got to be just real rough being a little baby. You got to do all these baby things and be baby about things. I get it. For a ghost image, set drag preview node. Okay, hold on. A bit. All right. Where is the font size? Justify, do not skip, clip, do not clip, displayed text, layout. Where do you have the font size? Line skipped, max lines, visible ratio, all of them theme. It's probably theme, yeah. Oh, theme overrides. Font size. Whoop. All right, and then we get rid of this, but that was just to get the size right. And then back to save scene. Card held by mouse. I don't know as if that's even a thing that we need to have, but now this is smaller on this screen, like it ought to be. Okay. Then we take the whole thing over here. And then the other one needs to be edited. So we go to its scene and we go zoop, zoop. Ah, color rectangle. Position. Let's add in card UI again, literally just to make it so you can get the size of it right. There's goblin enough tags on the furry website. I mean, like, most people who want to have goblin energy as a furry just end up being like a ferret, right? Like, that's just the thing you go with. Card placement value. Actually, hold up. Color rectangle. Layout. Transform, visibility. Local stuff, visibility. Ordering, texture. Transform. There we go. All right. We don't need this anymore. This might fuck some things up, but we can fix it. Color rectangle, you need to be up here at 0, 0. Then card placement ability is right on it as well. We're good. People will make porn of anything except for Concord. Porn, honestly, is a sign of success, as weird as that sounds. If there's not porn of you or your product is lame. Porn is legitimately people wanting to engage with thing. What text size did we go with on this other one? Label font size 53 random. All right. The only porn that Concord has is ironic porn made after the fact. Yeah, and I'm sure it's not even very good. Like, what's the point, honestly? I'm gonna put it so that way this is lined up on top of the Alright, make it as small as you can and then set the kerning so that way it lands on top of the third big brick. So as close as you can, and then the kerning lands on the third big brick. And that should make both of those guys look a lot more right. Save all scenes. How does it feel to know that you have more porn than Concord? The bar is low, but it is good. I wish to continue to become more and more popular to the point that there is more and more porn of me. And the things that I make. Yeah, its characters are unpornable. Like, even if you go back, like, the only other game that I feel like did what Concord did was Battleborn. Does anyone remember Battleborn? It's a first-person MOBA. Is Battleborn the game with the penguin? I don't remember. But there's some like posthumous porn of that. Did it exist to any extent prior to Okay. Alright, so Alright, so then let's look up these symbols. So drop data. Okay. Okay, so you can drop stuff. Why are we talking about porn? Chat is weird. Chat just likes to talk about porn sometimes. Okay, so I think that I want to put these actually in these guys. Data is anything, can even be a reference to the card. The data I actually want it to get is the label from the card. Because the name label allows us to get access to the stats of it. And as long as we're not changing cards in the game as we're playing, it should be fine. It's a little scary if that could become a thing. And that does sound like a fun mechanic, but it is, you know. I'm going to get rid of this. And then I'm going to copy the... Actually, you know what? We're going to copy all of this. We're going to go to this one. Oh! Okay. How much porn do you expect to be made of No Fish's characters? Oh. Is this like a real song? I didn't realize that was a real song. I was gonna play Camel by Camel, but and just go, I don't know how you would possibly do that to a cute Animal Crossing character, but turns out that that would be a thing. So, yes. There's a lot. I don't want to look up Moomin porn. I already know there's Animal Crossing porn, but just... I don't want to see the Moomin porn. That would make me sad, actually, I think. So wholesome in children. Okay, so get drag data. Look up symbol. How does this work? All right. A preview will follow the mouse that should represent the data set with set drag preview. Shows the given control over the mouse pointer. Good time to call this is in get drag data. Set drag preview, CPB. Click picker button new. It's because we were talking about Concord and the lack of porn for it. So set drag preview needs to be put in get drag data. But instead of CPB, it's going to be I mean, just this. I believe that makes itself. We'll see. Oh, you didn't like that. Invalid type get drag preview in base container. Object derived class of argument node is not a subclass of the expected argument class. What? So self would work? Oh, are you a thing? Is self a real word? Is it like, is the keyword? Well, it doesn't crash anymore, but it also doesn't do what it needs to. So that's neat. It's not creating a drag preview. So maybe we need to have like a, maybe we just call it. If you're calling a function, remember the, okay, that would probably be the issue then. Thank you. Yeah, it needs too few arguments. At position. Okay, so it wants some sort of information. All right. I don't think we need this. Is at position words? Position is another chill day. We're probably gonna switch in just a moment here. Self. get drag data should be called automatically. Any plans for the new Mario Party? If someone invited me to play with them, I would play with them. Mike liked it. I need to remember to network with people a little bit better, because I do not feel like I have the network for something like that. Okay. Position in hand. So it removes the card. Quick and invent a new word. Charles. It's that mood of when you get something stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Like, it's not in your shoe, but it's stuck to the bottom of your shoe. So, like, it's like right in between the treads of the rubber, but it's like a rock or something. So, like, your foot has slightly more. That's Charles. Like, putting your foot down feels wrong because it's not that there's a rock in your shoe, it's a rock in the treads of your shoe. Welcome home, orthogonal. Invalid property or key, graphics hand at base object type window. What you talking about? Damn, Rev been hitting that 1,000 hard. I don't think you need to call get drag data. Well, what? Godot will handle it automatically. Okay, so we just take this out. Wrong thing. Close that, and then we gotta open this. Why? Yeah, there's no background music because I haven't bothered to turn on any. All right, I think we should save here and switch to other shit. We've done 2 hours of coding. We didn't really make any progress today, but we're working on it, man. It's I started working hybrid, so I have to drag my ass to the office 2 days a week. It's good to get out of the house. Yeah, all right. We're going to close out of this, and we're going to switch to that game that Ego gave me. And then maybe do some card shop TCG. Yeah, and that's why I want to put, like, 2 hours into it every day, so that way I can, like, just eventually get through this. Step by step. All right, for people on After Hours, I'm about to flick the switch. And I think I'm going to go ahead and run a minute 30 ad because this will take a second. All right, minute 30 for me to switch things over to Guilty Gear Overture, I believe is the one that, yeah, Guilty Gear 2 Overture. All right, here's a minute 30. And then pure people on After Hours, bonk.